that ahead of signal loss.
Our strike, we began striking in New York. 200 fast food workers walked off the job. People thought they were insane in 2012. They said, y'all got to be crazy. Talking about y'all want $15 an hour. They don't think we're crazy now.
Since then.
Since then, 10 more strikes have followed since that time, you know, and it's constantly growing. In May of 2014, 103 McDonald's workers were arrested at the company's headquarters in Oak Grove. They had guns pointed on us, and all we were demanding is a seat at the table at their meeting, and that's how they treated us. But that's okay. On April the 15th, we had the largest low-wage worker mobilization in modern-day history. Workers, unions, faith leaders, community activists, we had students from all across this country that came together and demanded a living wage and a right to form a union for us fast food workers.
I believe some of y'all were there too on April 15th.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
On May 20th, we had the largest ever protest at McDonald's headquarters. We went back there again on May 20th of this year. And you know, what we were demanding is the same thing we're demanding now. You know, but our voices are getting louder and louder because more people are coming around. 1.4 million signatures. We had a petition, and this petition had 1.4 million signatures on it, and we delivered it to McDonald's headquarters, took it straight up to the door, and said, look, we want some change in this country. June 2015, 1,300 workers met and committed. This was our convention, and we met and we committed to move the program in New York, where the governor had instituted a wage board. So we decided that we would come together all over this country and push for $15 in a union. And that wage board came back weeks ago and recommended that all of New York fast food workers, some 200,000 workers, get $15. Some of our other victories in Seattle, in San Francisco, they're already at $15 an hour. On Los Angeles, the city council passed a $15 minimum wage. Chicago and other cities, we're on a $13 path to $13. It went up to $10 July 1st, but it increases every year until we get to 13. But we going for 15.
That's right.
We going for 15. And a union.
Right.
$15 minimum wage introduced. It has been introduced in the Congress of the United States.
That's the University of California system.
Boost the minimum wage to $15 by 2017. Thousands of local victories. We done had victories. We done had promotions. We done had, you know, people are getting treated different, talked to different on their jobs. You know, treated with respect and dignity. You know, because some of these managers was treating, you know, workers all kinds of ways. So these are just a few of the victories that we've been able to realize as we come together. You know, and that's the main thing we have to do, is to stay together and to stand together. And I do believe we will win together.
These are some of the, you don't have to read all these, but these are some of the headlines, right? I'm going to let y'all pause to read that have been coming out. That's in Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago.
All right, that's the part of the presentation.
Stand it up 1 minute. I want to
Yeah.
point something.
All right.
Y'all see this fast food work? That was a statue built by some students and some college students. They built that statue. They had that statue right out there. That's
We call her Lady Dignity.
Okay. Again, my name is Doug Hunter, and I've been working at McDonald's now for 5 years. Up until July, I was making $9.25 an hour. I have a 17-year-old daughter. I'm a single parent. I support her by myself. her mother passed away, was killed. And so trying to take care of a 17-year-old daughter who's going to high school, who got prom and all of these different things going on in her life, you know, it's really difficult. You know, right now, at the time I was bringing home $800 a month. You know, I was bringing home roughly $725 a month. My rent for us, a one-bedroom apartment. I sleep in the living room on a rollaway bed. She has the bedroom. My rent was $775. That was without food. That was without lights. You know, and so it became increasingly difficult for me to live and for us to survive. And she's a young lady. She's a growing young lady. There are things that she needs to have. She has to have, not just want to have, but needs to have. And so, you know, I was doing a lot of complaining. And she asked me one night, she said, well, what are you willing to do about it? You know, and I'm like, oh, man. She said, well, you got to do something instead of just sit around and complain. Up until that time, I had been going to McDonald's, and people had been coming in, organizing, saying, hey, you want to get organized? You know? And I'm like, oh, I actually felt like I was part of the team of the, you know, the management. But one day, the manager came through there. All these things happened pretty much at the same time. The owner came through there, and he said, if I catch anybody talking to any of these people, I'm going to fire them. Ain't nobody talk to nobody. Well, you never should have told me that. Once you told me that, I was definitely going to do it to show you and to show my co-workers that it was nothing you could do if they talked to them people. I knew that. So, but these were young people he had convinced and he had intimidated. So I went and talked to them, and I've been striking and protesting and getting locked up ever since, you know, because I believe in this movement. This is a just movement. I believe that we have justice on our side.
That's
I believe that we have righteousness on our side. The Constitution is on our side. If we look at the preamble, which says the opening words to the United States Constitution says, we the people, in order to form a more perfect union, to establish justice and to ensure domestic tranquility. And when I look out the window into my neighborhood, I don't see a whole lot of domestic tranquility. Right. I see domestic violence. Right. I see gun violence. Right. I see kids standing on the corner selling drugs, trying to buy food, trying to do whatever it is they're trying to do. This is not right. Right. We're living in one of the most richest countries in the world. And so I said, well, you know, it's time for me to step up. It's time for me to do something. I'm a diabetic. I got high blood pressure. You know, I got high cholesterol. My mother died of diabetes when she was 73. My father died of diabetes when he was 72. My oldest sister died of diabetes when she was 64. And I'm 54. I ain't got a whole lot of time left. What kind of world am I going to leave to my daughter?
That's right. Yeah.
That I'm going to put everything, and she is so proud of me now. Yeah, you know, because I'm not sitting around. I struggle, I scrap every day to keep that roof over her head, because if I don't keep that roof over her head, DCFS coming to take her from me. So I have to pay my rent. And so I have to get out and I have to work. But she wants to go work a job. I said, no, you're not going to work at McDonald's. You're not going to travel the same path that I done traveled. I'm going to make this a better place for you. And until McDonald's pays a living wage. That's all we're asking for. We're asking for a living wage. We're asking for something that we can live off of, that we can hold our heads up with dignity. We earned this. We earned this. I'm not asking anybody to give me anything.
That's right.
In this movement, we're not asking them to give us anything. Right. All we're asking them to do is to be true to what they said on paper, man. They said that this was the land where everybody could come and prosper and benefit, you know? And so that's what I'm looking for. That's what I want. That's what I'm not going to stop fighting until I get it. And so we go on strikes. We go on protests. We sit in. I encourage the people. They gave us a $10 raise, up to $10. And so then they decided, okay, the franchise owners decided, well, what we're going to do is we're going to cut you out. We're gonna cut your hours down to where you make even less than what you were making. And that's why our union is so valuable
Yes.
to this movement.
That's dirty
We
pool.
have a
For
union.
unions.
We can get to 15. A lot of these places are getting the 15s, but then they cut the hours, and we in the same boat. So we don't want to be in the same boat, and that's why we push so hard for the union. They say that people like SEIU and CCI, that they're wrong for coming out and helping us. You know, but they're not wrong. We're not wrong for asking what we deserve. You know, that's all we're asking for. If they wrong, then the United States Constitution is wrong. If they wrong, then the United States Supreme Court is wrong. If we're wrong, then God Almighty is wrong. If we're wrong, then justice is a lie. See, we asked 2 years, 2 years ago, we wanted $15 and the right to form a union. This movement has grown now. It has grown now into a social justice movement. We still want that 15, and they're going to wish they had gave us that 15. We want a whole lot more than 15 right now.
Right.
We want justice in the streets. We want justice in the schools. This movement, students are pushing for justice because they know that this same thing is going on. This didn't just start. This didn't just start. Low wages didn't just start. This has been going on generation after generation after generation. And what this generation is saying today is that the buck stops here. That's right. Treated like human beings.
Yep.
You know, somewhere I read of the right to peacefully assemble. They had police out there on us. Somewhere I read of the right to protest for right. Somewhere I read that all men are created equal and that we are endowed by our Creator with certain unalienable rights, among which are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And we cannot pursue happiness at $7.25. Where's my house? Where's my car? Where's my 2.3 kids? Where's my white picket fence?
Right.
Don't we deserve to have the American dream also?
Yes, we do. Yes.
Why must we live and die our whole life in poverty?
That's right.
Generation after generation after generation. And the rich constantly get richer and the poor constantly get poorer. This is ridiculous in the most richest country in the world. And so I stand and I go wherever I can to tell the people that we can win this thing and we will win together. Ours is not an island unto ourselves. What directly affects one, indirectly affects us all. So we all have to get in there and we all have to fight every single day. I get threatened, but they ain't fighting. Because they know I ain't taking no nickels, man. I ain't taking none. You know, I'm going to speak and I'm going to say what I need to say and I'm going to try to encourage my people to stand up. A lot of the gun violence in our communities is a direct result of these low-wage paying jobs.
That's
If
right.
there's no money in the community, the crime and the violence is going to be in the community. And a lot of the franchise owners believe that if they paid us, I believe that if they paid us, it would be more money in the community.
It would.
I work at a McDonald's. People work at a store where we can't even afford to eat the very food that we sell.
That's right. Tell
We
us.
stand there all day smelling fries. And you know when you walk in McDonald's, the first thing you smell is them doggone French fries. And we standing there and we selling these French fries day in and day out and we can't even afford to eat. And they want you to smile and give good customer service. No, I can't smile. I'm hungry. I just sent my daughter to school hungry and you want me to smile? Here, take this bag and go. Yeah. I'm so excited, man, about you guys. You know, this fight for 15 is growing all over this country. We have politicians now who are saying, hey, they deserve $15 an hour. And they're not saying that because they want to say that. One of them was on the board of Walmart and didn't give up $15 an hour.
That's right.
But, you know, they're saying that because we made them say it.
That's right.
We made them say it. We're changing the conversation in this country. And we're going to continue to change the conversation in this country until some change takes place in this country. And I'm Doug Hunter, man. I'm glad to be here.
That. What we're going to do now is we're going to show another video, because what's been remarkable is that the leadership of the fast food workers in this country, the stand up and walk off the job, has now spread to other jobs as well. So we know that now home care workers are saying, you know what, we want to make $15 an hour too. Child care workers are saying, yeah, we want it too. We know the Walmart workers are saying 15 now too. So what started with fast food workers is now, like Doug says, it started a movement, and we are thrilled to be in Des Moines, Iowa. Because who would have thought, you know, that folks in Des Moines, Iowa, to be honest with you, that are saying we want to fight for 15 too. So we're really excited about that, because this thing is spreading, and you know, to be in the heartland right here, to start the fire right here is going to be an amazing thing. So I'm going to show another video.
If it can happen in Des Moines, it can happen
anywhere.
We'll see Trump before you do.
That's true.
Unfortunately.
This was in Oak Brook, their headquarters.
When you can't get rent, you can't pay rent, and you're constantly being evicted. You can't pay your utilities. You can't buy basic things for your children. You can't pay for medical expenses. It's very frustrating.
My name's Alan Trevethick, and I'm an adjunct professor. And adjunct professors are the low-wage workers.